All right, what is up, everybody? So today, I was mistaken yesterday. I thought it was shoulders, but it's actually chest and side delts. I didn't drink my pre-workout yet, so I'm just gonna drink that real fast. Um, um, yeah, so chest and side delts. A few weeks ago, I strained my left pec right in here, and I've been just kind of gradually getting back into upping the weight. I checked with my coach. I'm cleared to go for like 85% intensity today. So intensity is finally starting to pick back up a little bit. It did scare me a little bit though, because obviously no one wants to get injured, and I love training chest, so I don't want any anything to affect that. But besides from my love for training anything, I don't want to be injured, so I don't want anything to hinder my progress. Um, so yeah, I'm trying something a little different today. I'm gonna throw a little bit of side delts into chest, and we'll see how that goes. Um, yeah, so about 11 sets each. That should be a pretty solid workout. Um, let's see. Definitely gonna take a good amount of time warming up today. Definitely gonna. I can actually probably start driving over there now and talk while I drive. Hold on a second. Let me rearrange this mic. Yeah, that's probably better. I don't want it to be too loud for you guys. Yeah, so like I was saying, I'm gonna head over there now. I do a pretty long warm up for chest, just because in my mind, there's a lot of things you want to get warm before you start really pushing any weight. Some of the warm ups I do, pretty simple, I guess you can say. Just some rotator cuff work. Take a cable and just, very, very light, nothing too fatiguing, obviously. Do a couple chest flies, and then I'll do a few tricep extensions. I used to do push-ups as a chest warm-up. I may start doing them again. We'll see. Definitely some tricep pull-downs and a little bit of forearm warm-up too, just because like when I'm holding a barbell or a dumbbell, whatever movement I start with, I like having my wrists be mobile, like warmed up too for the weight, and I think that's a very underlooked thing, like not many people think about. So I think it's very important to warm up your forearms. They're very crucial part. Because when you think about it, it's what holds the weight, I mean, yeah, your chest is supposed to be doing most of the work, but you got to think about all the muscles that are really being worked in the workout or the exercise. So, yeah. So about the chest workout for today, I always start with incline. I do one flat press towards the end of the workout, but I always start with incline, whether it's barbell or dumbbell. I'm not sure. I kind of just go by feel, like when I'm in there, just like whatever I feel like doing. Something I've been doing the past few chest days, though, is starting with incline barbell and then going to incline dumbbell afterward. Like, just load up a ton of weight. Well, me right now, I'm kind of getting back from injury, so it's not going to be a ton of weight. But if all the cards were perfect and everything felt great, and I'm back at 100%, I'd load up a bunch of weight on incline. And by a bunch of weight, I'm not meaning like a 1 rep max. I'm meaning like top set of like 6 to 8 reps. And then that'll really fatigue my chest. Then I'll drop it by a little bit, do another 2 sets of around 10 to 12 reps, and just really fatigue my chest with the barbell. And then when I get to dumbbell, I can kind of turn my wrists in a little bit and get a little bit more chest activation, and then up the reps to like maybe 12 to 15 reps. Still as heavy as possible within those rep ranges, but I get a really good stretch down at the bottom. So I start with something a little bit heavier and not doesn't use as many controlling muscles, because like when you're using a barbell, it's all on one bar. So there's not much to think about in terms of like how you're pressing it. It's all on one bar. But when you do dumbbells, you all know what I'm probably meaning. Like, it takes a little bit more stabilization. That's the word, to use dumbbells. So I start with an exercise with less stabilization and then go over to one with more. So yeah, and then after that, after 2 incline presses of about probably 5 to 6 sets into the workout, I'll then switch the pace over to some flies. Now, with flies, I normally do pec deck or cable. I do about 3 sets of flies, then go back to a press, and then finish off with a few more flies. So that's usually how the chest workout is done. And then for side delt, all I really do is some lateral raises at my home gym where I'm at right now. I'm just driving around the parking lot just to finish what I'm talking about. At my home gym now, I do have access to a side lateral machine, like a side raise machine, which is really, really nice. And it's an awesome piece of equipment. So I'll definitely do some of those, some dumbbell raises, and maybe a little bit of cable raises just to fulfill those 11 sets that I have for side delt. So that's really it. So I'll see you in there for the first working set for chest. I'm kind of in a little bit of a time crunch right now, so I might not talk too much during the workout. I might just end up doing a voiceover afterward. I have a party to go to later for family. Well, actually, it's my family birthday party, so everyone's coming over in about 2 hours. So I gotta make this as quick as possible. So yeah, I will catch you all inside.
All right, what is up, everybody? So this is my first working set of incline barbell. I loaded up 185 on the bar today. This is the heaviest I've gone since the injury. I try to go up about 10 to 15 pounds each time I was back, and warming up everything felt fantastic. So I loaded up 185, and it's moving really easily. Next time I'm definitely going to slow the reps down, and in the later sets you'll definitely see me slow the reps down a bit. Again, I'm only at 85% intensity. I think I got 15 reps here. If I were to go to 100% intensity, I would have tried to hit at least 17 and just bail on the lower racks if I couldn't get it all the way up. But eventually we'll get back to that type of training once my chest is at 100%. So that just wrapped up the first working set, and for the second work set right here, right here, I have 185 on again. My mindset was I hit 15 reps of the first one, so I definitely have another good set in me to take this again. So if I were to hit, for example, 185 for only 8, then I would have dropped the weight, because 6 to 8 is like the lowest end of volume that I'd want to really do, but 15 was a good gauge for me to say I have it again for another set. And I think I got 185 for 11 here. So again, with me getting 11, I'm still above or right at that rep range where I can definitely do it for a third set of 185. But yeah, I definitely slowed the reps down a bit here, and that burn was awesome. So just wrapping it up. Yeah, intensity was definitely at 100% that set, but everything felt great. Alright, so let's go into the third set right here. This set, I believe I only got 7 reps. So, like I said earlier, I got right around the lowest end of volume I want, like 6 to 8. So, to me, I was like, since it's the last set, I could burn out with a drop set. So, after I hit 7, I dropped it to 135, and I believe I actually failed it, and I went to all-out failure. So, this was a great set. When I'm doing these, I try to keep constant tension on my chest the entire time. I won't lock out for too long. I know these last few reps I did lock out a little longer than I'd like to, but um, if I'm gonna, excuse me, sorry, but I think the best way to really grow any muscle is by having constant tension on it. You don't want to hang out for too long at the bottom of the rep, but you don't want to hang out too long at the top. Um, and I think I'm fully locking out my elbows here, but typically I would almost want to lock out like 95% because I feel like sometimes when you lock your elbows, it almost puts it takes the tension off your chest and puts it more onto your elbows. And what good is that really doing? You know, your elbows are the things that are holding the weight up there. It's not really your muscle that's holding it. So if you lock out only 95%, that tension is 100% on your chest and your triceps, of course. But yeah, I failed that here. Um, Great set. All right, now we're moving into incline dumbbell. I only recorded one set for the rest of the movements in this workout because my phone was at 2% after incline barbell, so I wanted to conserve the battery as much as I could. Right here is the first set of incline dumbbell. I got the 80s, and I did these for 8.5 reps. And then, again, like I said in the car, I like to go for higher volume on these, so 8.5 was definitely not cutting it for me. So I dropped it to the 50s, and I did another 8 partial reps. So um, typically when I do a drop set, I don't like to drop the weight too much because I feel like it could be kind of just like BS work, like you're just repping out something too light. So I like to drop it just enough to squeeze out a few more reps. And to me, I did 8.5 reps and then 8.5 partials, so that's right around that 15 reps that I wanted. So the stimulation is still on my chest. Just because I did 8 and 8 doesn't mean that the 15 reps wasn't there. Just split up between two different weights. I did 2 sets following this, and I dropped the weight to the 70s for both of those, and I got 12 reps for each of those sets. Just finishing up here with some partials, and that's it for incline dumbbell. Next, I moved over to some bent over cable flies, as you'll see in a minute. Now, these are easily one of my favorite chest fly variations. If you've never tried these, I highly recommend you do so. It's phenomenal. You get a real good stretch at the top, and then you could really squeeze it at the bottom. And I feel like a lot of times people can feel the flies in their biceps almost, and it could be because you're kind of like curling it in almost in a sense. So what I try to visualize in my head is I'm pushing with my palms and just trying to touch my palms and like inside of like my like the on the opposite side of my elbow, kind of like the inside of my arm. I try to envision both of those touching, and that just activates my chest on a whole different level. I don't know if you could really I don't know if you get what I'm saying, but just if you do, definitely try that out. You'll get a 100% better squeeze and really get a good stretch at the top. Hold that stretch for a second and then go right back in. Again, constant tension is key. Just finished with a few partials. All right. So now we're on the first working set of shoulders for the day. I got dumbbell raises. I did 5 sets on dumbbells and 5 sets with the side raise machine. Right here I started with the 35s. I got 17 reps here plus some partials. These felt really, really good today. I normally try to use wrist wraps just so that I can have more tension on my shoulders. I noticed that when I don't have wrist wraps on, my forearms are a little like have to do more work, and I feel like when you use wraps, it kind of takes your forearms out of the equation and puts more of the stress on your shoulder, which is exactly what I want. But all in all, great sets here. I did 2 more sets with the 35s, and then I dropped it to the 30s to get a little bit more volume. Back to the whole chest side of things, though. I finished with those cable flies. I did 5 sets. I didn't do pec deck like I was saying in the car. Cables just felt great, so I just stuck with them. So yeah, now I'm finishing with some partials here, and that was it. So the next movement is the side lateral machine. All right, here we are. If you have this machine in your gym and you're not using it, I highly recommend you do so. It is fantastic. Um, yeah, so over here, I have 70 pounds loaded on the machine. I did 13 full reps and some partials. Again, constant tension. I'm down there and I'm right back up again. I don't want to hold it down there for too long. Again, normally sometimes I don't even try to bring my arms fully down again, and I like to kind of keep them in that sweet spot so that they're always burning. Like I don't want to stay in like in a dead zone because then my shoulders lose that tension. But yeah, I'm finishing up with some partials here, and after this, it'll cut to the post workout talk. Hope you all enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
What's up, everybody? So, just wrapped up my chest and side delt workout. Like I mentioned on the car ride over there, I injured my left pec about a month ago, 3 to 4 weeks ago, and I just got clearance from my coach to take it to 85% intensity this chest day, and everything felt freaking great. I worked up to the heaviest I have in the month. I started with 135 for sets of 15, then gradually went up like 10, 15 pounds a week. This week I made a 20-pound jump because everything was feeling great, and I did 185 for 3 sets. The first set I got 15 reps, which I was really happy about. I definitely had more in the tank, but I didn't want to push it past that 85%. Yeah, so everything was great. Side delts, everything felt good too. You'll probably notice that I only filmed one set of each workout after incline barbell because my phone was at 3%. So I just tried to get the first working set in on the rest of the movements. Yeah, so everything felt great. Yeah, so that's also why I'm not recording on the drive home either, and I'm recording back at my house because my phone was charging in the car. But just wrapping up my my post-workout meal. I drank my shake already, 75 grams of whey protein and in water, no milk, and then 170 grams of jasmine rice. I used to have a banana in this meal, if you remember from the full day of eating, but that got taken away. But so yeah, my calories did take a big dip this past week, which I'm happy about. Maybe start seeing some more definition in the next couple weeks or so. But all in all, great chest workout today, great side delt workout today. This is before I edit this video, so I'm sure I went into details on all the sets in the voiceover. So yeah, that's all I got for today. I'll see you tomorrow.